Hello everyone, this is Colin on the ASCA League channel, and here we are for the Copperhead series, Race 10 at Levi Strauss. We are here now past halfway, and we are getting closer to that final race. We come after a pretty interesting race at Palm Beach, down in Florida, and while that race was pretty much a crash fest, these part-time drivers are backing at it, and with a huge number, 28 cars are prepared to make the field. Only 10 cars will make it into the field, though. So that means 18 of these guys are going to be going home. We have a couple drivers come on. Oh, and Kevin Ulrich is smoking. He just pulled out of his stall. Oh, no. And obviously they didn't unload the car right or something. Wow. And that is devastating for the 90 team. Ulrich has been pretty consistent with his qualifying efforts so far this year, but Aiden Thomas kind of getting stuck behind him. But that is a shame for Ulrich, as he's going to have to pull his car down the track here. Ooh, and he's going to lose power in probably the worst possible spot, but that's not the way you want to start out. They're going to probably try to bring out the backup car. Now, since this is just at the beginning of qualifying, they may be able to get it out in time. But yeah, disappointment for sure for that 90 team. They're going to have to already go to their backup car. But not only that, this track is actually fresh, and by what I mean is no cars have raced on it yet this year. That being, practice was rained out, and we did not get to practice here, so this is everyone's first attempt at racing at this track. So we have not been on the track for practice, happy hour, anything like that. So these drivers are racing on a very clean surface. They're gonna have to test their abilities out. And really learn the track in 10 minutes as we pull up our scoreboard. Already 2 minutes into the qualifying session, and Aiden Milliken is at the top. But as we see some of our drivers here, Sebastian Torres looking to make another start, this time for his own team, TX Motorsports. Arndt and his own team just trying to find some luck and get himself into a race by the end of the season. Pangborn dropping the inside. Looks like he'll come down and maybe get some fresh tires. Pangborn with new sponsorship from 31W. Here's Chase Marks looking to make another upset start. The 19 car has not yet ever since his start at Salem. Here's Joseph Wrigley running for a brand new team. We're actually a new addition to the series. This is SFR Racing. They are more notably known in the Pennzoil Pro Series, fielding the cars 88, 70, and 98, most notable the 98 of Zach Cars, which is running for the championship. But Wrigley, though, got suspended from Double T Motorsports, and, well, SFR Racing was just opening then, and they saw the opportunity to get a really good driver in the car, and they took it. And currently, the 50 car is trying to make the field for his first ever Copperhead Series start, and trying to gain back a little bit of his positive value for his driver report, as he hasn't had much of a pretty start to his second year as a driver. But looking to turn it around here in the Copperhead Amateur Series. He will be back in the one car later in the Pennzoil Pro Series season. Here is the 5 car of Cam Gadu, looking to make another start. Ryan Shelton in the 24 car, a disappointment for this team. They lost their their hauler for the cars, and the hauler ended up getting in an accident going down the freeway, and that destroyed the car inside. So they had to borrow a car from Sharkbite Racing's 05 team, and well, they put it together and they drew the number 24 car, drew the number 24 for the 24 car on the side, and well, that's why it looks like that is a completely brand new car. And they really had to work up something to get it out here. And no testing has been done, but Alan Holland just trying to make the race as best he can. And trying to bring it home, possibly making it inside the top 10. He actually is in 10th right now, but that is subject to change. Tanya Bray or some sponsors might be on the way. That's only a rumor, though. Aiden Milliken is actually going to be a second for that. Milliken is actually working pretty much almost done with the sponsorship deal with CVS Pharmacy. They will be on the car for a few races at the end of this year. Here's David Barraza making a first start in the 92 car for Go Racing. Go Racing pretty much teaming up with Barraza Inc. after they left the Pennzoil Pro Series, but David getting the short hand of the stick with no sponsorship, as he's running only a few races this season. Not sure if he'll return though next season. That is currently in the air. Here is the 44 car Julio Caesar trying to get Target another car in the field. We saw Cody Smart, his teammate, take the win last week, so it'd be nice if we could see Caesar get the win for the team. More unsponsored cars here. AJ Davidson roughing up James Richardson in the 6 car. Definitely a surprise that Richardson Racing lost Walmart, but currently the 6 car is just trying to make another start and get another sponsor for that team, his own team. And AJ Davidson's not letting him get that spot. Davidson for HK Racing. No words on whether this team will be returning next year. It's pretty much the bottom of the barrel team of the sport right now. Barely any equipment. They're just using leftover cars from some Dodge teams, mainly Red Stallion Racing. But they're trying, though. They're trying to get back on track of being a team owner after they lost Davidson Motorsports to Tyler Vincent, which became Vincent Motorsports. But looking to make a change there in the 0 car. The 98 of Jake Rogers trying out for Rick Witt Racing, and he's going to drop his car to pit road. He is not inside the top 10 right now. Another new team. This is for Smart Motorsports. This is Alan Eberhard, brother of August, looking to make his name known as just like his brothers. He will be racing a full-time car in this series next season. So we're going to have to see how Alan adapts to the series. Maybe even better than his brother, who was the Daytona 500 champion and the first ever winner in this series earlier in the year. Here's Ben Gerhardt, Intersol Rand on the car, still looking for some permanent sponsorship on the car. And look who got their backup car out, Kevin Ulrich in the number 90 car. Blowing up at the beginning of the qualifying session. He's going to try to put it... Oh, he put it at the top! He is number 1, and... Oh my... I can't believe that. And they were able to get the backup car out of the stable, and Hoffman Motorsports just might have put the 90 car at the top of the board. Oh, that would probably be the best qualifying story if he's able to seal the deal and win qualifying after blowing up, leaving his pit stall with his first car. Wow. That's pretty amazing, but Davidson, you see, continues to make a fall down the running order. Chris Dodd looking to make 2 starts in a row in the 8 car. And we're back at the 96 car. Here's Eli Bright in the 35, trying to make his start for Neon Motorsports. Eric Monaco driving the HBO colors this week, as Jack Porkins is driving an Allied scheme. So HBO decided to jump on one of the other Red Stallion Racing cars and try to support this young rookie as he tries to make his way up. Max Stein, he's probably been on a pretty big hot streak as well. This 25 car has appeared in many premier races, looking to make another one here today. And we haven't actually seen, here he is, Cody Smart, last week's winner, looking to make another start for his own team. He's currently running 6th right now. His teammate Julio Caesar is 8th, so Target has both their cars in the field right now. And actually, Smart Motorsports has their new driver, Alan Eberhard, as well safely locked in. So that we could see a four-piece Smart Motorsports team in the feature event, which would be the first time ever. There's the O2 car. AJ Bain, Legacy Racing with the 50 car sold their number rights to SFR Racing. That's why the 50 was being used by them, because they went defunct. But now, the next team that might be going defunct is Bain Motorsports. This team, not sure if they'll be running any more races. This is the last one they're signed up for, so if they don't return, they probably are going to be written off as defunct. However, the 67 just looking to try to put his car in the field one last time. Oh, and we had a change for the top of the board. Max Stein has put his car at the top, just in front of Kevin Ulrich, but Ulrich is completely clear on the track to put down a really fast lap if he can right here. Where's Stein, though? And Stein looks like he's in some pretty heavy traffic, or maybe he had a little bit of a gap. But he will have the top lap now by 8/1000th of a second. Subway rumored to be returning with Stein wherever he goes. Pretty much a sole partner with Max Stein. Samantha Jones, I don't believe we talked about her. Samantha has been probably the most consistent driver out of the out of the part-timers. Sorry about that. But Speedco, very impressive of performance, and Carson Bowers is back there as well, has also made a few races. I believe that was everyone. Oh, Dylan Membrilla as well here, but we have ended qualifying. And I believe that is it. A huge field today. So I'm just going to read them off of here. And yes, that is it. So this is your official qualifying effort. The top 10 make the show, and the bottom 18 don't. So Max Stein will make another start. That is not very much of a surprise. And while Kevin Ulrich couldn't pull off the top spot on the qualifying order, definitely a comeback story for him, as he was able to make it into the field with a backup car, which is not too often done by any drivers out here, nor do we get to see people blow a motor on the coming out of the pit stall. Mackenzie Rust and Ben Gerhardt, teammates, they're going to be lining up 3rd and 4th on the time chart. Bowers will be in 5th. Tanya Bray will make another start in the 6th position. Cody Smart, Julio Cesar, and Eberhard, they'll be 7th, 9th, and 10th. They'll get all their cars in the field, as well as Eric Monaco with HBO, and that will be your field of part-timers for the feature event. Joseph Srigley will be the first one to miss it, so SFR Racing super close to making it in. However, they will just barely miss it. Chris Dodd as well, so close to making his 2nd career start. Aiden Milliken will finish 13th. Cam Gadu, Samantha Jones will miss a race. That's a first in a long time at least. We haven't seen Samantha miss a race in a while. Chase Marks, Dylan Membrilla, Ryan Shelton, a few drivers that looking for sponsorship. Eli Bright also as well on that list. David Barraza, Sebastian Torres, AJ Bain, AJ Davidson, Aiden Thomas, James Richardson, Jake Rogers, John Arndt, all the way down to Arndt, all looking for sponsorship, and all of them are going to end in the back of the field. And Kieran Pangborn, while he does have sponsorship, he will not have a good day out here today, as he'll finish 28th, although generally I believe he was stuck on pit road for most of the time. I saw him on pit road quite a lot during the qualifying session, so they probably had some problems going on with that car. But that ends qualifying, and Levi Strauss, race 10 qualifying is over. Those are your 10 drivers making the field, and we'll see you next time for the main event, the Copperhead Amateur Series race 10 here next week. So we'll see you all then. This is the ASCA League signing out.